one pastor asked me, who had many prayer cells, there are all kinds of prayer groups in the churches. The RPG is not a new idea to pray because there's lots of groups that pray. He asked me, what's the difference between an RPG upper room and what we're already doing? I said, well, tell me what you're doing. And he went on to say, well, we worship and we have a long list of prayer requests, we have a study, on and on and on. I said, well, what makes the difference between an RPG and any cell group is the manifest presence of Christ. So if you're welcoming the manifest presence of Christ, so you're praying, you're gathering, and you're receiving from the Lord, there needs to be some shift, a more focused. Most of the groups that the churches form today, even when I was a pastor, we gather together to pray for our needs. We gather together to focus on us. It's not a whole lot of focus outside of us. And often we have a long list of requests that are all about me and my needs rather than focusing on what God wants to tell us. So the difference between any group and an RPG is receiving from the Lord. If you're receiving from Him, so you're not just praying, but you're receiving. And then you're ministering to Him, you're declaring His glory, and then you will see the harvest because the atmosphere will change. So the genius of that is it's biblical. That's what they did in the early church. And the genius of that, that's why the Lord raised up the upper room.